Oh Lord, will this spring ever come? Hi, I'm Kyle Tom, and this is Roots Down Community Farm. I am the owner and manager of the farm, and we are located in Milton, Wisconsin. I started the farm actually up north with a former partner. Started very small and then built up slowly year after year. This is an organic farm. We are certified by MOSA, Midwest Organic Services Association, which also makes us USDA organic. My love for farming comes from my love for nature and the planet, good food, and being outdoors. So it kind of connects all those things for me, and I have a strong interest in science and art, so it just allows me to be creative, the way that food is presented, the types of food you decide to grow, how to distribute them, and designing the gardens and the fields and stuff like that. Figuring out how long it takes to grow crops and what conditions they grow best in and stuff. There's some trial and error there, and then the weather varies year to year. So, there's always unexpected challenges. I've been a member of Dane County Farmers Market for 6 years. It's a producers only farmers market and the largest one in the country. So when you're there, you're buying from the producer. You don't even have to ask. It's not allowed to sell products you don't produce, at least over 50% of the way. We also do Madison Eastside Farmers Market on Tuesdays, which is off Willie Street and East Wash on Ingersoll, at Madison Central Park, which is now McPike Park. And I've been doing that one for 12 years. And then I'm in Fitchburg on Thursdays at the Agora Pavilion off of Fish Hatchery Road. And that's Thursday evenings. We have 40 different vegetables we grow, and over hundreds of varieties. We have a CSA farm. So CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. So that means that people are buying a share of the farm and they're getting a share of the harvest all season, or maybe a half season, or we have different sizes of shares available. Community for us is, it's in the farm name. Then we put it in there because of the CSA. And we feel that the connection we have between our families and the farm is what makes that community. It's kind of a symbiotic relationship, kind of like the farming is itself. Feeding people healthy food helps the community stay healthy, and in return, they can help a small farm survive. We have a Facebook page. Like us on Facebook. We're on Instagram. Always posting updates on the farm as regularly as possible, what we're bringing to market, photos of the crops and the fields and things like that. at least over 50% of the way. So that's nice. It's reassuring knowing that and the owner has to be there every week, so you can meet the owner and get your food there at that market every week, guaranteed. It's a pretty cool thing. A lot of researching and studying, a lot of books. So I try to keep it interesting by mixing it up all the time, but also sticking to vegetables and fruits that are people's favorite. Like, I don't know too many people that don't enjoy strawberries or tomatoes or garlic, things like that. So we grow a lot of different stuff, and we try to, focus on growing a variety for our members so they don't get the same thing every week and they don't get sick of what they're getting either.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. How often, let's see, maybe tell me a little bit about the process of sowing seeds in the spring to nurturing them to the harvesting process. Like, when does it start? How often are you watering them during the spring season? I'm sure it all kind of depends, but maybe just a little bit about growing.
So our season runs from February through like December right now. There's really only like maybe late December and January, the only 2 months we're not really working in the fields or with the crops or things like that. So in February we start onions and a bunch of other things immediately afterwards. So there's a certain amount of time it takes to grow each crop and how long it takes to grow a transplant for each crop. So you have to think about all those things when you're planning out your season. And that's kind of what we do in the winter, like December, or what I do in the winter. December and January is like organizing and planning again for the next season, how you're going to rotate your crops, what seeds to purchase, going over budget, marketing, things like that. So that's all like off-season stuff, and that kind of blends into spring too. But then once we start in the greenhouse in February, then things just kind of slowly build. We start planting in the field in April, and farmers market started last weekend on April 14th. So market season's already begun. We do Dane County Farmers Market, which is a year-round market actually. It's indoors in the winter too, so it ends outdoors in mid-November. It just started last week, and then after November it moves inside and goes all winter long in the Monona Terrace and then the Senior Center. So there's opportunities to market and sell year-round, and that's kind of the goal of the farm eventually, is to just be, you know, a farm that can operate year-round instead of just seasonally. So.
Awesome. You answered a bunch of my questions there. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Where do you have a? Okay, you have a stand at the farmers market. How long have you had a tent there?
I've been a member of Dane County Farmers Market for 6 years, I believe, maybe 7, and that was a long process. It took 5 years to get into, so that's our biggest market. It's a producers-only farmers market and the largest one in the country. So when you're there, you know you're buying from the producer. You don't even have to ask. It's not allowed to sell products you don't produce, at least over 50% of the way. So that's nice. It's reassuring knowing that and the owner has to be there every week, so you can meet the owner and get your food there at that market every week, guaranteed. It's a pretty cool thing. And then we also do Madison Eastside Farmers Market on Tuesdays, which is off Willie Street and East Wash on Ingersoll at Madison Central Park, which is now McPike Park. And I've been doing that one for 12 years. And then I'm in Fitchburg on Thursdays at the Agora Pavilion, which is right across from Town Hall off of Fish Hatchery Road. And that's Thursday evenings. I've been doing that one for 12 years too. And we also do Janesville Farmers Market now, which we added last year, which is also Saturdays. So you can find us downtown in Janesville too on Saturday mornings.
That's awesome. Let's see. I don't know. What is your overall mission with Roots Down Community? Are you hoping to grow, or do you want to stay kind of more of a?
My mission is to get more efficient and then produce, you know, the most food we can, be as productive as we can with our space, because we are limited to space. It's kind of been the biggest challenge, is working around that and getting better at doing more with what I already have. So the goal is to we're going to put up some more buildings, hopefully some more greenhouses, so we can produce more in the off season too and grow more year round. And then also to farm just more efficiently for my body and my health too, because it's really physically challenging. So after 12 years of farming, like, taking care of myself has become a priority too. And I would say that's about it. I'm hopefully just to do a better job every year, just try to improve a little bit. And sometimes we add new products or take products out that aren't doing well for us. So.
Cool. One last question. Do you need this piece too? Community involvement. What does that mean to you? Farm to table. Why should people support your farm?
Community for us is, I mean, it's in the farm name. That we put it in there because of the CSA, and we feel that the connection we have between our families and the farm is what makes that community. So that's kind of where community comes in for us. And then, you know, feeding people healthy food helps the community stay healthy, and in return, you know, they can help a small farm survive and make it. So that's, you know, it's kind of a symbiotic relationship, kind of like the farming is itself. Whereas you have to have the consumers, of course, to make it work. So.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you would like me to put in the video for your promotional purposes?
I don't know. It's just
website.
Oh yeah, website. We have.
How many people do you have working on the farm throughout the year?
Well, it starts off slow. Start with like one part-timer in February, and then by April we're up to like 3 or 4 part-timers, and then by May it's like by May we usually have like 8 to 10 people working. Some as few as 5 hours a week, and some as many as 40 a week. So yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. All right.